Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavai Tejasvinamazitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I am now coming to the fourth talk on the reflections on meditation. So, last time we had talked about mantra and as mantra for use for concentration. And the purpose of concentration is to see if we can find the space between the thoughts for the silence. There is a way, a method, when I was finding it very difficult, told to me by a very enlightened sannyasi in Divine Life Society. He says, I know you are struggling. Can I suggest something to you? I said, sure, anything is welcome. So he said, why don't you do japa first? Japa means the rosary, the mala, with 108 beads. So he says, whichever mantra you are using for meditation, same mantra you do japa. Before you sit for meditation, you do japa. Do one mala, do two malas, do three malas maximum. Okay? It's not necessary to do more than 2 or 3 malas, so that the mind is getting into the groove of the mantra. Now, when you are doing japa, you must do it mentally also. But if you want to do it also by softly using the voice, use it. But try to do it mentally. What you do in that is nothing but repetition of the mantra. Okay? Just the repetition of the mantra a certain number of times, right? One mala is 108 times. People who have the time do it 1008 times. Okay. You don't have the time, and I'm not expecting you to do that unless you are in sadhana. If you happen to come to the kutir for sadhana, you cannot get away with one mala. But 1 or 2 malas is good, he said. And he said that if you do that, the mind will get attuned to it. So when you sit in meditation, without the mala in your hand and you are using the words, they become much easier. So what happens is that the mind is seems to be more acceptable till you get totally used to it, and then you can use that mantra for your meditation. I found this to be very, very useful. Okay? Because it was an advice given out of his practical experience. And I was having difficulty because in spite of sitting and in spite of repeating the mantra, I was not able to repeat the words mentally consistently. The only thing you focus on is the words of the mantra. Even if your mind goes here and there, it doesn't matter. It will go here and there. It is a monkey, it will go. But when you are using the mantra, it will come back. Alright? And therefore, I am suggesting to my friends, whatever little I know, that you can do a mala or two that is a bead, a set of rosary or two, before you sit for your meditation, and see whether it helps you. Okay? See, behind all this is the intent. Okay? If your intent is not there, nothing is going to happen. That's for sure. Okay? If your intent is there, many things can happen. So, what when you are sitting in meditation, what are you really focusing on to the exclusion of everything else? Because if you leave the mind free and you say that, okay, you be only here, right? It will start revolting. You will not be able to do it. Let's say you look at an orange and say, I'll keep on thinking about the orange. Okay. It won't work. Okay. So, with the mantra, to allow you to focus on it, what you do is you keep repeating the words of the mantra and remembering the words of the mantra as you meditate. Nothing else is to be done. Let the thoughts come, let them go. Slowly you will find that the breath is becoming slower and slower. You are still repeating the words of the mantra. Right? Initially the breath is longer, it is grosser. Later on it becomes softer and very subtle, and you can hardly hear it at a point of time. You are breathing, but it's very, 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 very soft and subtle. So till that time you persist with the name, with the words of the mantra. Okay. When you come to this subtle stage, it's quite possible you may forget the mantra also. Doesn't matter. So long as you are in silence, remain there. If in that silence you can continue to repeat the mantra, repeat it. Where it's possible, you may just drop it. Okay. Like when you're doing japa also, and the concentration increases, you will just drop the mala on the floor. Okay. So, because of the unawareness at that time. So, the softness of a breath indicates to some degree that your focus is becoming better. Your concentration is becoming better. As you do this for a period of time, you will fall into meditation and remain in that silence for a longer period of time. Sometimes you will see 20 minutes, half an hour has gone. Sometimes 45 minutes has gone. You suddenly get up and you look at the watch and you find that, oh my God, 1 hour has gone. It feels like nothing, no time. You are not sleeping. You are not sleeping. You are very much aware. So this is the area we need to achieve. This is the thing that we need to persist for. This is the fruit of the mango tree. Now the mango season is coming. So the fruit, those of you who tasted mango, you will always come back to it. In a similar way, this is the mango of the mind. Or any fruit that you like. This is the fruit of your hard work. This is the fruit of your pratihara, of your dharana, and it will result in dhyana. Okay. So this is the process, and I think this number of, we have now 4 actually, is enough. I think that is enough. After that, you add to it your intent, right? And it will happen. It has to happen. You are not an extraordinary different person than me. I was in the corporate world, I know what mess the mind becomes. So it's possible for me. I'm an ordinary person. I have no extraordinary skills. I had no extraordinary skills. So it's possible. And so it is possible for you. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.